tight. Don't even come my way if you know you ain't right. When I come through, boys know it's me. A player from the South, nothing less than a G. When I come through, they know I'm about my...
Petro, this is Curtis, baby.
Yeah, I know Curtis, man.
Yeah, I know Curtis, man. What's up? What's up? What is up, everybody? I'm sorry. My boy Uncle Tay and myself are in the lab.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We here, baby. We here.
We
Good
are-
evening.
Good evening to you, sir. We have a show next week, of course, for Christmas. I want to let everybody know what we're doing before we even get started on this evening. Check this out. Next week, we will be doing a collaboration of The Point of View and Off the Muscle on Tuesday. I said earlier at 7. Is that what we're doing, 7? Or we gonna do, what do you think?
We're going to do it at 7 o'clock, same time. It'll be on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
In honor of the holidays and respect for
Right.
people having things to do. We're
Right.
going to collaborate the shows, bring them together, have a good time, have a good fun show. It'll be you, Wannabe, and myself in
Yeah.
the studio.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So y'all tune in. The Christmas show is what we're going to call it, okay? The reason why we're going to call it the Christmas show, of course, is because of the holidays. And also, we will be giving away gifts. All right? Old Unk Entertainment is going to give away Christmas gifts Tuesday. Now, here's what you have to do to get the gifts. You have to be active participants. Either you must be a person in the green room trying to log on and comment, or you need to be in our comment section. Now, in order to do that, you have to be on our YouTube page, not the Facebook page. Old Unk Entertainment on YouTube. So some of y'all are watching now from Facebook. I know some of y'all might be watching from Instagram. If you want to participate next week and possibly get a prize, a Christmas present from Old Unk Entertainment, you must be on our YouTube page, Old Unk Entertainment on YouTube, and be in our live feed and be an active participant in order for you to get that. I'll repeat that at the end of the show also. We have the Smoking Shack. We have the Potluck. We have
Yes,
my boy
sir.
Kenny Morgan, Little Debbie.
Good stuff.
We have quite a few gifts to give, a few, you know what I'm saying, for our viewers. Tonight, we will be discussing politics, family and friends, and where to draw the line. I said when to cut them off. You hear me?
Ooh, Kurt. Hey, Kurt, that's ruthless, ain't it?
It can be. And the reason why I say it can be is because here's the angle. So one of my sisters that we grew up with, went to school with us, the whole way up. Some people, hey, your brothers and your sisters, man, because y'all been day one. Elementary school. We was kicking the same elementary school pebbles on the playground, doing flips off the swings and shit. Here's the thing. She said, yeah, Kurt, but one of my comments, something to the effect of, yeah, but maybe you got to search yourself inside. And maybe she didn't understand where I was talking about. People thought, I guess, that I was talking about your wife or your husband. And maybe you need to be more of a participant in their politics and understand them and the view. Okay. Overstood. That's not what I'm talking about here, family. That's not what I'm talking about here, friends. I'm discussing that person, like myself. I told you so. Do y'all remember my I told you so video? I told you so. And what I described to people in many shape, forms, and fashions was factual evidence and truths that told you and that I told my family and friends. This is why you should not vote this way. Do what you want to do. Make your own decisions, but make sure that decision is educated. This is coming from a person. I'm putting both hands up in submission to let all my friends and family know, man, I used to didn't vote for nothing. I told everybody voting was this and voting was that. I said some bad things about voting. I did not fully understand. I still agree with some of my old viewpoints, but I didn't fully understand what voting can do. And it's the smaller voting that does more than the big votes. Hey, man, do y'all understand that when you are voting and you're putting people in offices, the offices so we got somebody up already?
No, not yet, not yet.
The offices in Congress, in the House and in the Senate, our governors, our committee members. These are the people that I ain't talking about the homeowners association people. Y'all deal with them on your own. You know what I'm talking about?
I can dig it. Can't stand them.
I'm talking about the people that band together as a unit that certain people cannot go over. They have to go through them. Those are the people that we put in place. We need to be forcing our views on our government and our political conglomerate as a whole to make them understand that they work for us. We are the people. We are the United States. What we want is what the government is supposed to be doing for us. Now, unfortunately, it's never been that way in politics. It's what politics is supposed to be. They're supposed to be looking out for the people and doing what is best for us as a whole. Now, here's where those divisions take place. The divisions in politics, where people have a hard time understanding why people like myself will get irked enough. When I wasn't even going on social media, I wasn't no post guy, would go on there to say and give my feelings about how I truly felt. Very warranted feelings, because now we're finding out that my feelings were true. If you are still one of those people right now, in December of 2025, man, this is 2025, man. It's over with, ain't it?
Shit, damn near over, brother. Yeah. We ain't got to be.
Because the beginning of 2025, well, no, it wasn't even. It was the end of 24.
Mm-hmm.
When I was saying, this is what you should be doing. This is what you need to look into. These are the factors that you need to consider when y'all hit these polls. This is what I discussed. This is what I talked about. I gave evidence. I gave facts. Okay, well, let me kill all that. Now I can tell you, I can honestly tell you that these are the reasons. I'm sorry, I was having a technical difficulty. Those things that I discussed have come to fruition. You were able to see that the things that I discussed on that video over a year ago have all proven to be factual in my assessments, to be truthful, that I was truthful in my assessments, that I understood what I was talking about. If you don't agree with me on that point alone, just that, Kurt, you were right. Not that I'm hey man, listen, I'm new to politics. But I look at it enough. I have enough common sense understanding of how things are supposed to be. The landmass, this landmass, Turtle Island that we live on, the United States of America, continental. This landmass that we all live on, there's certain ways that we're supposed to have it. You agree with that, Lamont? There's certain things we're supposed to have.
Oh, for sure.
We're supposed to be able to have certain freedoms. We're supposed to be able to live together unabated by other people's rights. So I'm kind of one of them people, okay? And when I say one of them people, I'll explain myself. A lot of the laws that we have on the books and stuff like that are bullshit. Quite frankly, they're bullshit. Don't steal another man's horse. Okay? These are the laws. These are the true laws. These are our God-given. These are the laws, for lack thereof, of my brain processing properly right. My neurons ain't firing all together right this second. But let me tell you something. These are the laws of the land. Don't steal another man's horse. Don't murder anybody. and don't infract on anybody else's rights. That's it. Those are the, and if I'm missing one, it's just those three. That's it. Now, under those three laws, you don't kill nobody, you don't end nobody's life, okay? You don't take another man's horse, which means you don't steal from nobody. If there's property that belongs to someone, whether it's a living piece of property or it's a physical piece of property, you don't take it. It doesn't belong to you.
Mhm.
And then you don't do anything to take away my rights, to allow me to be free. Okay? Those are our God-given rights.
Straight.
Those are the ones that matter. Stuff like, hey man, you got caught with a bag of weed. Come on, man. That ain't never. That's been argued since the day it was made. Because if they can't make money off of it, they want to lock you up for it. See, these laws are what everything is about. Now, let's talk about government. Our government and the people that you voted for. You hear what I said? That y'all voted for. Avoid giving these rights to people. They want certain people not to have rights. Those are the people that I try to tell you about. Because we're talking about, I'm mainly talking about one. But under that one is a whole family tree of bullshit artists that have got into office through, watch this, y'all. They got into office through DEI. What you laughing at? You pay attention? See, I thought we didn't want DEI. I thought we didn't want, you see, I don't like affirmative action. But yet, every person that Donald Trump put into office himself is a DEI hire.
Elaborate.
Where y'all at? Anybody want to argue with me about it? Okay, that's partially true. The reason why I'm saying this is because diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay, it just allows you to make sure that there's a plethora of the proper people in the proper places. Okay, he handpicked people that were unqualified because y'all claim that the people that are in DEI hires, affirmative action hires, that those people aren't qualified. And then oh man, if you get on an airplane and you see a black man, shit, you ought not fly. That is to imply that the pilot didn't have to go through the same training. Y'all listening? That's to imply that he didn't have to go through the same training as every other pilot of every other color. Whether the pilot was from the Middle East, whether the pilot was from England, China, it don't matter. So the black pilot, they just let him in. They just said, well, do you kind of know how to fly? He was like, yeah, I can fly this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They was like, oh, shit, you're hired. Because we need a black guy. That's not the way it goes. Their standards, knowing what you know about the United States, black people, white people, Hispanic people, whatever, whoever you are watching, we've had it twice as hard. So if a black man became a pilot, shit, he had to go through extra shit.
Yeah, he put some work in it.
He had to put extra work in to get there. So, and y'all know that. So the fact that you would use affirmative action or DEI and force it towards minorities and say that we shouldn't have that in businesses, it's the reason why y'all, thank y'all, all y'all people who haven't been going to Target, all y'all people who have not been participating in going to certain places to show them that how strong that minority dollars are. You need to understand that Target stock just went down dramatically again. They're barely making it. Pretty soon, if they keep playing and fishing in the same water, they're going to catch the same type of fish. They got to revamp everything in order to stay alive. Okay? Look it up. I'm not telling you no bull crap. Look here. It was $1.1 trillion that minorities, specifically black folks, bring to the economy. This is what economists said. $1.1 trillion. Okay. 10% of that is $100 billion 100 million. Yes. If we kept 10% in the community, think about how much money that is and what can be done to advance people of color. Do you cut family off for their political views? Do you cut neighbors off? Do you cut off loved ones in your life? Your cousin? These people that are blinded by the cult of MAGA. Hey, are you with me? I'm telling you, if you are, I didn't say Republican, I said if you're MAGA. See, the parties, I don't give a damn about the parties. I don't care about the party. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. I find myself aligned somewhere, a little leaning towards one side, but at the same time, I like some stuff that a lot of people do. So to me, it's never been about parties. Parties are meant specifically to divide us as people. If y'all don't know that, y'all need to start learning something. Stop voting for specific candidates but, if you pay attention to history, if you are a person, a normal person, it kind of doesn't even matter color. We're not talking about from when the Democratic and the Republican parties changed places.
Right.
Okay, we're not talking about that because that's the first thing that you people want to bring up. And I'm saying you people, I mean some of you MAGA people. Oh well, Lincoln was a Republican. Okay, don't get me started about Lincoln because Lincoln didn't free the slaves. Actually, the slaves freed themselves. But hit me up in my DMs and I'll send you information about that. But here's the thing: the Republican Party of old is the new Democratic Party, and vice versa. The parties realigned themselves, chose different sides, renamed themselves, rebadged themselves, all that. Okay, so, but historically, the Democratic Party that we know is the party that does the most for the people. Now, I will tell you my feelings. They're both two wings of the same bird, for the most part. A lot of self-interest in those parties, and that's why people, it may not be in our lifetime. If you in my lifetime, our age group, what are we, Gen what? Shit, what are we, Gen X?
Yeah, that's what
We
it is.
Gen X's.
It's X.
If you're a Gen X, we might not be allowed to see it. But what we have and what we've been through and what we understand about life, we have to plant those seeds in the youngsters and help them get to the point to where they know what they need to fight for. They need to fight for that equality. They need to fight for unity, and they need to fight for internally for our people. Just like every group needs to fight for their own people, for their independent rights of that group, of that nationality or whatever, if you live here in the United States. But this is a melting pot. What makes America great is that. What makes America great is that we are multinational. Okay? If you want to argue with me, explain to me what makes, when they say make America great again, when was it great? Y'all have heard a million people ask that question. Tell me when it was great for everybody. All right? If you are MAGA and you voted for the MAGA movement, if you are far right leaning, tell me why I should allow you to be in my life, why your family and friends should allow you to be in their lives when you do nothing but vote against sometimes your own interest. We have plenty of examples where people have voted against their own interest, their own family. People have had to leave family members and stuff alone due to just their views. I mean, it's an amazing situation. Y'all check this out.
Mom, are you a fascist?
I don't think so.
Are you against fascism?
I would say yes.
Then you're Antifa. Dad, are you a fascist?
Wait.
No,
Are you against fascism?
I'm a Republican.
Are you against fascism?
No, I'm for Republican.
Are you against fascism like everybody who fought in World War II was?
Everybody who fought in World War II was not against fascism.
That's literally what we were fighting against.
You're
No,
confusing
it
me.
wasn't.
Huh? Do you think Hitler was a fascist?
No.
No? Wait a minute. You don't think Hitler was a fascist?
No.
How about Mussolini?
No.
Mussolini literally made the first fascist party. Okay. Woo!
He just his daddy was in World War II,
Yeah.
but to protect his cult. Okay, this is what this show is about: to protect his cult, to protect his feelings, to not go into his narcissistic roots and say, you know what, man, y'all are right. This is some bull crap. For him not to say that, he blatantly went against everything that he believed in and fought for. I got some friends and a couple family members that voted for DJT and have fought me tooth and nail on simple subjects like, well, he sent us a check.
I heard that one too. Yeah. I didn't deal with folks like that.
Now, I'm finna say some shit. Now, y'all know me, how I try to keep you motherfuckers are sick. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying that. Because, first of all, he didn't send y'all crap. He put his name on it. He had to take credit for it after he fought against it so long, and they put it through anyway. So he said, well, they said, sir, what you better do, because he don't know shit. What you better do, you better put your name on it. So y'all got a check from our government, and then everybody started riding with him. They started riding. Oh, this guy. Oh, he's amazing.
Old check that was gone.
That
2
check.
weeks.
That check was gone. Man, y'all blew that check. Y'all put a down payment on a car y'all couldn't even afford with a $700 payment on an old ass Benz. Had it for 8 months. Tell everybody I'm driving a Benz, and then y'all didn't have no car no more.
For sure.
I'm sorry to go in on my people like that, but damn, I see it happen too much.
Hey,
So
fact.
I'm just gonna say it, man.
Them facts.
Okay. Let's go back to the point at hand. If you are still protecting a regime of fascists, a regime of people that only have the interest of their own financial gain at hand, not yours. It's already been proven. We got to see it for a year, and y'all still talking about, no, y'all give them a little bit more time. Watch this. A little bit more time is needed for the stuff that you did not say. Lamont, you told me day one, Kurt. Day one that when we start this podcast, man, you're gonna have your own show. And I said, man, I don't know if I want. You said, Kurt, man, day one, man, we're gonna have a good time together, bro. This is gonna be some fun. We're gonna get to educate people. We're gonna give people knowledge and wisdom and game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Is that your dream of a show? I'm like, well, yeah, man, I think I'll have a good time doing it once I get into it. Guess what? Everything that you told me day one,
Shit.
I'm still here. I'm riding with you, bro.
Already.
We having a good time. I'm having a good time with y'all. Because when somebody promised me something in a low position, man, he's a man like me. He promised me all this stuff. He said, man, Kurt, let's do this, man. Let's have a good time together, man. Let's bring something to the people. Let's help people. Let's gather our own wisdom. Let's gather the knowledge that you and I have amassed over all these years, and let's give it to people. I said, man, that's me. I'm always telling people, man, to give game away. Each one teach one. All right. Your boy promised I'm going to stop this on day one. He promised I'm going to drop these prices on day one. Hey, listen, man, I don't feel like reading because I got all the bullet points right here. He promised so much to happen on day one, and 399,000 days later, none of it happened.
Nothing.
The shit that's even that they try to say he actually has done is propaganda, because they keep forgetting about one thing: that the internet is ruthless, man. And the internet gives us the ability to check websites instantly. The internet allows us to be able to go to the DOJ website, the FBI website, the White House website, where we can watch the videos in real time, live when he speaks, and we can hear him up there jacking off. Stop playing with me, people. If you keep saying that you trust Donald Trump, and you keep saying that you are MAGA, hey man, be a Republican. I told you, be a Republican. Man, I respect you if you're a Republican. But see, the MAGA movement is rooted in some stuff. I'm gonna touch that in a second. He told y'all from the very beginning. He told y'all from the very beginning that he loved. You remember this? He say, I love the undereducated.
Yes.
He told y'all he loved you dummies. You hear me? You dummies. He loves the deceivable. He loves the gullible and the weak-minded. The reason why he said that, I'm paraphrasing and adding on, I'm ad-libbing, I'm putting a little bit of extra salt on the wound because it is a wound, because he done bust y'all's heads open and y'all bleeding to death and y'all talking about, well shit, he loves blood. Shit, I love blood too. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell y'all this. If you are still in that weak-minded state where you've been duped, I'm right here. I'll give you a hug. Just tell me you're sorry. Bro, I'm being serious. Tell me that you're sorry. If I know you, if you my people, tell me that you're sorry. Eggs ain't went down. You campaigned against somebody talking about, well, egg prices. Come on, man. Well, all this shit. Man, listen, man. If you study, I want y'all to understand something. A person who is a media person, he, let me not say he. There are certain people who work with the media. There are certain people that are manipulators on camera. There are certain people that know how to give you the context clues with their movements and the way they do things and their speech patterns. That is what that man is good at. He's a marketing person. He knows how to market himself. And he marketed it to the right fools. Because y'all riding with him and y'all hurting yourselves and your families and every other citizen that you live next door to and the people that you ride with on a daily basis to work, and you have these feelings that you don't even like them, trust them, or you don't even care about nothing that they have going on in their life except for your own finances and your own bigotry in a lot of cases. Because I've told y'all 1,000 times, if you grew up in the United States, now I said everybody is. You grew up in the United States, you went to school in this system, you have had racism infused in your life. But if you are specifically a palm-colored person, it's almost 100% sure that you have a racist bone in your body because of the history that's been passed down, everything that you've endured, and it was taught to you subliminally. Now, don't misunderstand me now, brother. I've said it. I got people that of all race, colors, and creeds that'll at the drop of the hat that'll go down in the woods for me, okay? And they'll go down in the woods for you, and y'all have them people also. We're talking about on GP. We're talking about most people. This is the overstanding of how we were taught. If you deny it, oh, it wasn't really like, okay, man, y'all not paying no attention. You got your eyes closed, okay? The sheep that you are have you not paying attention. We need to understand that if you are still in the cult, you're not paying attention and you're hurting your friends and family, okay? See, when you argue with people and you say, well, I feel like he did this. I heard that he said this. Well, they told me that them people, you ain't named nobody. You said they told me that them people said this and that's why I voted for him. Well, you come on, man. I'm still hearing that right now. When we load up, when you come and watch us on this show and we load up these videos and stuff, and I pick 4 of them, I pick 5 of them, I got 50 more. We're giving you clips of videos that have multiple hundreds of facts in them about adultery, about the slab game, about whatever our video is about, our subject is about each week. We're just giving you snippets. We only have so long to drop this game on you, to drop this knowledge, this wisdom on you. Tonight's show is different because I want a couple phone calls. I want a couple DMs. I want a couple people that I know to say, hey, bro, you know what? Can I tell you the truth? I actually did. I want to hear it. I want that each one teach one moment with this subject where people can hit me up and say, hey, man, hey, Kurt, can I tell you something, bro? You know, don't tell nobody, but I voted for that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But I feel you. I understand. I overstand. I'm with you. Well, what can I do to be a better person? You know? Well, just, you know, just follow the ways of Confucius. You know, I'm going to give you some bullshit. I'm going to shoot a pill to you. Here you go. Take this pill. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention. That's what you need to do. Pay attention. Because we hurting, man. Everybody's hurting out here. You got conned, okay? Just say that, man. I got conned, okay? Because I personally, I'm embarrassed for y'all. You don't have to fully give in. Just know that you're wrong and that you actually are wrong. These people, the young man asked his dad or told his mom that she was Antifa. Okay. Let's talk about a big part. I've mentioned it a couple times already, but I want to focus on this for a second. A big part of politics, my brother, is common sense.
For sure. Yes.
You have to know as a person what you want and need, what your family wants and needs. So that common sense allows you to move accordingly. The word Antifa means, if y'all don't know this, I'm gonna blow your mind because it's so stupid. It means anti-fascist.
That's what it means.
They're making Antifa, or they're telling y'all that an anti-fascist is a bad thing, which makes them fascists. Wait a minute, what are we talking about here, man?
Yeah. You make it sound like
we talking about practice? Are we talking about practice? When I come to the arena, y'all see me play, y'all see me do my thing. What are we talking about here? We talking about practice? What are we talking about? Like, I feel like my boy Allen Iverson right now. What are we talking about? What are we discussing right now? So now, common sense says that you assholes. I sound like. Let me stop. See, I sound like I'm. You're not paying attention. Okay. The couple people that I argue with all the time, look at me in my face right now. Because when we be on the phone, we in each other's ear. Look at me in my face. Common sense. Antifa is anti-fascist. If you ride with them and their beliefs, and Project 25 and January 6th, it was just a couple dudes. Didn't nobody really get hurt? Come on, man. Y'all covered up. You're a fascist. You're voting against what America's about, but you're saying make America great again. So what again? So what are we making great? You want it to a time where only specific people ran the earth? You want to be a pet, basically? So yo, melanated ass, you want to be a pet. You want to be a part of an organization that's going to treat you less than, no, that's not what it is. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. Y'all are elite. Y'all special people. Y'all the elite ones. Y'all like Byron Donalds and them. Y'all get to stand next to him on stage when it's time before the voting and after the voting take place, and they tell you I promise you this and I promise you that. The same shit they promised you people. And then all of a sudden, we ain't got no cricket noise on here. What a cricket noise at? We need a cricket noise. That's the noise we need on here, fam. We need a cricket noise. You know what? I'm gonna hit it with the applause. It's common sense.
Cricket noise coming up though.
It's common sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So check this out.
Executive Board of Domestic Terrorist Organization, Antifa. That's our primary concern right now.
This is funny. This is real funny.
All right, that's what President Trump did. What did the FBI say?
We share the same view. When you look at the data right now, you look at the domestic terrorist threat that we're facing, right now, what I see from my position is that's the most immediate violent threat that we're facing on the domestic side.
So where is Antifa headquartered?
What we're doing right now with the organization,
Where in the United States
Where is
does
Antifa?
Antifa exist? If it's a terrorist organization and you've identified it as number one.
we are building out the infrastructure right now.
So what does that mean? We're trying to get the information. You say Antifa is a terrorist organization. Tell us as a committee, how did you come to that? Where do they exist? How many members do they have in the United States as of right now?
Well, that's very fluid. It's ongoing for us to understand that. The same, no different than Al Qaeda and ISIS.
No, I don't want you. I'll ask one question, sir. I just want you to tell us. If you said Antifa is the number one domestic terrorist organization operating in the United States, I just need to know where they are, how many people. I don't want a name. I don't want anything like that. Just how many people have you identified with the FBI that Antifa is made of?
Well, the investigations are active.
Sir, you wouldn't come to this committee and say something you can't prove. I know. I know you wouldn't do that. But you did.
Boy, I tell you.
Do y'all know what you just watched? I mean, like, do you know what you saw? What you saw was a member of the MAGA team, the team that was built and put together by those knowledgeable.
What the fuck did I just watch?
Did you? So you didn't watch it. You didn't watch it when I sent it to you because I know
No,
sometimes you
I
just
don't
clip
know.
it.
I just
So
clip it
you
because
clip it up.
I wanted to catch
Kurt
me
saying from 1
live.
minute and 30 seconds to
Yes.
So, okay, so this is what's amazing about this type of stuff is that first of all, y'all can't argue with that. You can't argue with it. Antifa is the number one terrorist organization in the United States. But here's the problem. Antifa does not exist. It doesn't exist. There's no proof of Antifa. The man asked him, since y'all been doing all this investigating, don't name anybody. How many members are there? Approximately. Are there 7 members? 40,000? They said that everybody at that the movement against Trump, what was it? No Kings protests.
Straight.
They said that was all Antifa out there. So did y'all count them? Did y'all give an estimate of those 10,000, 20,000 people that was out? In that one state. We're talking about one state. So they're saying that Antifa is this multifaceted organization of all these people, and the FBI with Patel and he, wait a minute. You talking about Kash Patel? You talking about the dude that don't know shit about what he's doing? The FBI? The FBI director that was hired that is never FB or I'd. Hell, the way he act, I don't even think he's
never ABC.
He ain't never ABC. He ain't Big Birdie or Ernie and Bert or Elmo to nobody. Where my grandbaby? Where Elmo at? That boy is on. He don't even know Big Bird math, but yet he is in a position of power that has hurt the United States on an intellectual level to where we know a damn thing about any type of top secret, any damn thing. Because the only FBI he doing is well, like I said, I don't even know if he female body inspected. He might not even be doing that. You know what I'm saying? But these are the people that are put in place that have not said anything to any of you. Now let me ask y'all about these people. I got some people that I want to ask y'all about. Do y'all know? Do any of y'all have any idea about these? All right, now, y'all ready? Do y'all know anything about these Christian nationalists? Mm. That ride with the MAGA party. The key part of their name is Christian. These are churches. These are high level people in these, I don't know what to call them. Let me just say churches again. I know what they are, but I since I'm a church person, I only want to go. These people are Christians. They have properties in them that was instilled in them from the Bible that tells them that thou shalt not killeth, thou shalt not committeth this, that, and the third. Thou shalt not do this, that, and do not bust nobody's ass. And these are the things, man, that the Bible says. The church taught you for. Well, answer me one question. How come 99.9% of what our presidency is doing and the people in his close vicinity are not doing Christian-like things? Oh, I know. Y'all gonna pray about it. Is that what we're going to do? We're just going to pray about it? We're going to let y'all pray about it. We're going to let you go out on a daily basis, commit crimes, fraud, do things against the people, take away from the United States veterans, take away women's rights, take away black rights, take away freedoms that people should have just as citizens of the United States, lock people up unjustly without any recourse, without just due. Yeah, that's Christian. Yeah, the church I went to, maybe I'm in a cult because we don't do none of that in my church. You know, every church has faults and the people in it because we're all just sinners, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's talk about it. So what we're also talking about here is what's the name? I don't think they're too proud right now, but y'all ever heard of the Proud Boys? Some of y'all might have heard of them. Y'all ever heard of the KKK? KKK been around a long time, Lamont.
For sure. Yeah.
And from what I understand, from terrorist, we're talking about terrorist organizations, right? That's what we're talking about.
Mhm.
Terrorist organizations. There is none greater. White supremacy is the biggest threat domestically to the United States and its citizens. Because you could say, well, that's just a black man saying that. No. The beliefs in the white supremacy system are going against young white kids because they shouldn't be taught that.
Mm.
Y'all Christians, right? Even the KKK members call themselves Christians.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. So teach them Christian-like stuff. Teach them to love one another. Love thy neighbor.
Love thy neighbor, for sure.
I'll love you back if you truly love me. Oh no, we're gonna ride with MAGA though, huh? So are we still friends? All right, y'all pay attention? Y'all pay attention to the subject? Are we still friends? But it's okay. So remember, for historically, black people, we're gonna do a lot of shit to y'all. We need y'all to turn the other cheek. Now, if you want to fault the black church, you want to fault my church for something, you know what it's gonna be? To turn the other cheek thing. That's what we was taught. See, we was taught that historically. The black church was taught to turn the other cheek. And you know why we were taught that? We were taught that so that y'all could get away with murder. So that y'all can get away with taking rights. So that y'all can get away with taking away life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness of your neighbor. Of people that you still won't even admit that you came from. From people that you won't even admit that you should be up under, and it should be understood that your Jesus is a melanated person. That the place where your Bible came from and where the origins, save it for another show, Kurt, save it for another show. The origins of where religion came from is from melanated people. That's where you came from, white Christian nationalists. That's where you came from, KKK members. You cavemen actually are from us. You're from the same body. You came from this place. The other people, what's the ones that was jumping out the trucks, the U-Hauls, and was finna get and almost got their ass bust everywhere they went. They had on the red shirts. They call themselves the blood clan or something, the blood boys or the blood. So it's the ones who they went to dog it. They went over yonder and almost got their head bust wide open because they ran them off. And then when the police got there, and I know because I watched all the video, I know exactly everything that happened. I can't remember the city and state. They went over yonder, jumped out, and saw the flak that they got coming from across that bridge. And when I tell you, them boys got somewhere, they got somewhere. Now they had on masks, they had on everybody, they be running around throwing up the this and that, throwing up the Hitler emblem and wearing them swastikas and let me tell you something. They got popped. I saw a news article the other day where they stopped a whole van full of them. And they sat them down and they pulled all their masks off. So y'all finna see a whole bunch of them get talked about because they had 15 or 20 of them or something like that sitting on the side of the road that because you can't ride in the back of a U-Haul 15 deep with no seats and no seat belts and all. So they've been riding dirty. So they breaking laws and man, where the law at? Where the police pulling them over and all that? Oh, no, the dirty police? You talking about the ones that know that they riding around? You talking about the ones that know about the KKK? You talking about the ones that know about Black Lives? I'm sorry, the Proud Boys. Yeah, they know about Black Lives Matter for sure. They know about Antifa for sure. We see that. Where's the police at? Well, the police called up a one van. And they got up pictures of all of them with their masks off. Identified them, got them sitting on the curb. These are the people that have been exhibiting their freedom of speech. Hey, I can't go against what I stand for, right? They got the freedom of speech. Now, at what point did that freedom of speech turn into hate speech? Because y'all know they're doing it. You know what they're doing. You see what their intentions are. And when somebody gets hurt, who y'all gonna go after? Who y'all riding with? Y'all on my team still? Are y'all against me because of what I'm saying? Are we mad at each other now because of politics? Do I leave you alone? Are you gonna cut me off? Oh my God, am I finna lose my job because I'm standing for what is right? Let's talk about it, man. Who do you cut off? Which family member do you cut? Which friend do you cut off? Some of y'all won't say a thing because you're scared that you will lose your job. I understand. I'm not talking to you. I might not want you to say anything. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm talking to your boss. I'm talking to that man that runs the company that has been mistreating his employees forever because of his own independent values, the things that he stands on alone. The unqualifications, I want to go back to that because the unqualifications of our White House, the unqualifications of the close cast of our president, the deriding, for lack thereof a better word, of our Supreme Court and our some of our Sambos. If you ride with them, you're not riding with me. So I'll argue with you. I'll go against you. Ain't it funny how they'll vouch for Clarence Thomas? You know why? You know why they'll vouch? You know why they'll vouch?
He do that little strut.
Challenge. What? Hey man, that tap dancing. Hey man, they say tap dancing is a fine art. Tap dancing is a fine art. Anybody want to argue? Nobody yet? Anybody? Huh? Say something. Check me out. Check me out. I ain't done. I'm still not done. All right? You want to ride with him, right? You want to ride with him with all the smoke and mirrors. This is a man who has lied tens of thousands of times. Fact checked. We ain't talking about the way I feel. We're talking about fact checked against what he will say right on spot. And then they turn around, and if you ask him a question about it, guess what's happening? That was the most unthoughtful, embarrassing question you could ever ask anybody. But wait, we've been asking presidents and political figures questions for years. But now, since you don't like women, particularly black women, because that's the ones you go in on. You go in on the women, and you really go in on a black woman, Mr. President. You go in on them so tough, you call them everything but a child of God, and you tell them that they're not doing their job. That's what he tells them. He makes it seem like they're doing something other than their job. When you have somebody like, was that Abby Phillips? No, it wasn't Abby Phillips. I was wondering who it was that said something to him. When he was campaigning and he was on a summit, and she asked him that how he would respond or treat black folks in particular. We're talking about black folks right now. After everything that he had said and done previously. Oh man, he got mad. He went in on her. He said that she treated him like a that was the worst he'd ever been treated in his whole life. And we know that ain't true because the man ain't shit. So, but he said all kind of bad stuff about her. This is the same man with, y'all ready? Y'all want to argue some more? 34 criminal counts. Now, y'all always say, oh man, that's bull crap. There ain't no real laws. If they know the real laws, then how did he get convicted of them? If it would have been your ass, you'd be in jail for those laws.
Yes, sir.
For those 34 counts, not one. So we're not saying, see, they didn't lump everything together and say, they said on count 1, guilty. Count 2, guilty. 34 times. You can't argue with that. His SA case. Y'all like to argue about that. The reason why, do y'all know why it was a civil case? Does anybody know? The reason why, I'm going to tell you why it was a civil case, because this isn't talked about enough. So, see, if I was that interviewer and I got to sit across the table from certain politicians, I know what to say. Because you know why? I'm going to ask them common sense questions.
Right.
Do y'all know why? The argument you always have is that, oh, well, he wasn't criminally convicted. Because against everything I love, there's a statute of limitations on sexual assault. After so many years, you cannot be convicted criminally of it. Something pertaining to the amount of time. And so they had to go after him civilly. He was convicted and proven guilty and had to pay. Basically, it's like a restitution. He had to pay. Man, you did this. So to some kind of way cure that person's ailment, they need some bread, man. They need to come up with them ducats, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why. So when y'all argue about that, the reason why he wasn't convicted criminally was because of there in his particular case. I'm sure it has something to do with, you know what I'm saying. But there was statute of limitations. 34 counts. The SA. January 6th. Now, I will tell you that there is new evidence as of today. They had a closed session. Look it up. Like I said, I ain't gonna tell you nothing. Look it up. There was a closed session today that more evidence was brought against your president pertaining to January 6th, that he purposely knew exactly what he was doing when he was trying to, and he was specifically trying to overthrow the government and did not care who was hurt in the process and knew what he was doing when he enticed, wanted people, talk them into meeting me there, meet me on the grounds. Let's get it together.
Yeah.
It's a cry. That's a crap. You are the person who was a president of the United States. You are to be held in the highest level of thought pattern, intellectual ability that you don't have. You keep talking about how good you were at this, that, and the third, how many tests you've taken and passed. Well, damn, you done passed more tests than anybody in the world, but ain't nobody ever seen no paperwork from your test because you hide it. Anybody want to argue with that? Have y'all seen the test? Y'all keep talking about how smart he is. Where's these cognitive tests? Where's these MRIs? Where are his records? This man has done more things while in office. They may be small crimes, but they are criminal things that he is doing in the open, in your face, and trying to make them acceptable. But if you have common sense, you're saying this ain't right. So every time you find yourself saying this ain't right about something, and you get that little bit of in your chest, you say, man, something ain't right about that. Whether you ride with him or not, that means it ain't right. That means something is different from what's been done all the time. You'll say, well, he's different because he's a businessman. Oh, well, it doesn't matter that. I've heard people tell me when I say, man, the man bankrupt casinos, man. The man got more bankruptcies than any. And then they say, yeah, but bankruptcy is part of it. If you're smart, one of my arguers tells me, well, if you're smart, man, all bankruptcy is a part of business, man. You got to do that sometime to. You stupid. I'm going to tell you why you stupid. You stupid because when you bankrupt businesses and you were gifted your fortune, you bankrupt businesses. Let's just talk about the casino. If you bankrupt a casino, you're an imbecile. That's a that's a printing press. Do you know why they gave the Aboriginal people, some of the Aboriginal people of this land, the Indians, the Native Americans, casinos? You know why they gave them casinos? You know why they said, man, we're going to build some casinos for y'all? It's a printing press. That's reparations, my brother.
Yeah.
Come on, people. Common sense. We talked about common sense, right? Are you still my friend? Do we still love each other? Should I still mess with you because you're going against what I'm talking about right now? I'm talking about common sense. I'm talking about something that everybody, unless you're MAGA. Now maybe if your heart is changing right now and you're overstanding me, then maybe, you know what I'm saying, we might invite you back to the picnic. But listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Common sense says you're not paying attention. You're a narcissist with him. You're a D-rider. You a bandwagon rider. You're a cult member, or you just blinded. Maybe you're one of the deceived. You're the gullible. You're the undereducated. He is the largest for-profit president in history. He's taken more foreign gifts against the law, earned money against the law, sold Bibles, shoes, watches, numerous other things. Man, right now, if I prove something to you, go on his website and register as a Donald Trump fan club. Do it. I dare you. You know what's going to happen when you do it? You'll get a call once or twice a week from him asking you to donate to him and his legal representation. Couple guys that I watch from a couple of the websites that I watch. A couple of the podcasts I watch. I ain't talking about one or two. So I'm talking about some websites, some podcasts, multiple people, black, white, different color people, people that ride in the middle, people that ride on the left, people that ride on the right. I watch all of them because I want a good perspective of what everybody thinks, what they're saying, and I fact check them. I ride kind of in the middle-ish, a little bit more on the left side, but in the middle-ish because I don't believe in everything that everybody says. I have things that I do that are on. That's why there should not be. Y'all heard me say before, there shouldn't be parties. There should be people competing against each other for what they can produce for the public and for the American people according to, hey man, what they tell us they can get accomplished. But I will say this. I will say when you ride a certain bandwagon or you ride on a certain side, it's going to make you look a certain way. Stop being a political stooge. Stop being a political puppet. All right. I ride with Roland Martin. Sure do. I ride with specific people that have the overstanding of what people want and what people need. Now, he will say, hey, he is the owner of his own black media. He does believe in thinking about black folks first. He's a black man. Cool. I'll let him say that. But the fact that you ignore Donald Trump's campaigning still for stuff that he needs. Do you know why he's campaigning for all this legal stuff and why he wants money from people still right now? He puts it in his pocket. He's earning money. He still has a plan. He has other billionaires to mess with. This man is going through and down the line to constantly deceive.
Well, Congresswoman Sidney Kamlager-Dove, she wanted to highlight the extent of these issues by asking her Capitol Hill colleagues if they know just how serious the situation is. Here's a social media video she put together.
Hey, I'm Congresswoman Sidney Kamlager-Dove on the House Judiciary Committee. We are at our first markup, and I'm asking my colleagues if this is legal. I am here with a colleague and homie, Becca Balint, Congresswoman for the great state of Vermont. Are you a lawyer?
I am not, but I'm married to a lawyer, so I'm lawyer adjacent.
I too am married to a lawyer, so I get where you're coming from. So, Voldemort Vought is trying to dismantle the CFPB. Is this legal?
This is not legal. Definitely not legal. The CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, was set up by Congress, and only Congress can dismantle it.
She said it right here first. Thank you. I am with Congressman Hank Johnson. Are you a lawyer?
Congressman.
I am.
So you know if legal, right?
I do.
All right, I have a question for you. The Trump administration is not complying with court orders to release foreign aid funding. Is this legal?
That ain't legal.
And that's all he got to say. I am here with my good friend Deborah Ross. Are you a lawyer?
Oh, yes.
So then you will be able to tell us if this is legal, correct?
Correct.
All right, here's the question, Attorney Ross. Elon Musk has been awarded almost $200 billion in federal contracts, and now he's exercising unchecked authority over federal agencies and employees. Is this legal?
Well, in fact, I led a letter from the Judiciary Committee asking our new Attorney General to enforce the ethics laws and the conflict of interest laws. And so we need to get to the bottom of it, but I don't think this is legal.
Girlfriend said it's a no. Okay, I am here with Congresswoman Scanlon, also on House Judiciary Committee. She's big time. Are you a lawyer?
I am a lawyer.
So then you know if it's legal, right?
Absolutely.
So my question for you is, Trump tried to end birthright citizenship with an executive order. Is this legal?
Hell no.
There you had it, short and sweet.
So understand what you just saw. That was funny, but it was factual. It was Congress people and lawyers. Some of the Congress people are lawyers, giving you just simple understanding of things that are being done that are not legal. And you say, yeah, but that's this. Let me look, man, when you give $20 billion to a man and then all of a sudden he goes in, plays around with our government, which he should not have been able to do. Think about what I'm saying. That man went and played with our government. Elon Musk played with the government, was given permission to do so by nobody. Mm-hmm. And then he bailed, and now him and Trump is at odds. He got government contracts that took away from hardworking Americans. He got government. He's a South African. Mm-hmm. He's a multi-billionaire that came in, took and manipulated people, helped Trump get back in office, and then he bailed, and then he talked shit about Trump. What is that? I mean, like, common people, are y'all using your common sense yet? Okay. It still ain't kicked in. These are legal ramifications. Y'all say, well, how come they don't just go after him then? Well, y'all see how that goes. So Let's see here. So in going after him right now, y'all gotta understand that he has multiple lawsuits where he has. Let me find my bullet points down here. So in the process of him attacking his political opponents, okay, anybody that doesn't agree with him, he has filed hundreds. So when you think about, we're talking about the president of the United States. You have the president of the United States he's filing hundreds. Since he has been in office from the first term till now, he has filed hundreds. That is more than 100 of lawsuits against people, individual people, and companies to intimidate, position himself in power, and to try to manipulate them into not going after him legally. So he's using the full power of the government, his money, and legal ramifications. Because if I'm a thousandaire and this man's a billionaire, how can you fight? So when y'all ask how come these people ain't going after him, they don't have the gall, they don't have the nuts, they ain't got the money,
They got the bread.
they ain't got the bread. But I tell you who has, pay attention to the lawsuit against that he filed against the Pulitzer Prize Board. Most people don't even know this. He filed I think $20 billion lawsuit against the Pulitzer Prize Board because he didn't win.
You gotta be shit.
And no, man, listen, man, it is a fact. It's a ongoing lawsuit right now. There's something called FOIA. Okay, y'all know what it is? It's the Freedom of Information Act. Look it up. Okay, these are truths I'm telling you. So you have a president that files lawsuits against people to intimidate. So that way they don't go against him criminally. So that they don't bring out the things that he's done against citizens. Now here's the problem with this. The Pulitzer Prize Board got him by the nuts. The reason why is because they have filed injunctions, I guess, against him that said that, okay, we'll accept your lawsuit. But because you're claiming that we mentally damaged you because you didn't win, that we went against you because we put out videos and said that you out of your mind, and he said it mentally damaged him. They said, that's fine. So we need to see your medical records. We need to see all your medicine that you were on. We need to see every single doctor visit you had. Now remember, they know that he's hiding a bunch of stuff pertaining to his health, why he falls asleep, while his hand is messed up, that he's in bad shape and he don't want to tell nobody. You got a sick-ass president who is mentally, probably has dementia. He has all these things he's getting MRIs on. He's suing people. He's trying to build a whole bunch of extra wealth because he has so much money tied up in lawsuits and different people that are suing him that y'all don't know about. He don't have the money that y'all think he has. These are the reasons why he's trying to sue so many. He has billions and billions of dollars in lawsuits. And they said, we also want to see the Epstein files because we think there's stuff in there that would allow you to say that your mental health is out of, they asking for everything. So if he, watch him drop the lawsuit, y'all, against the Pulitzer Prize Board because they found out that all they had to do was fight back. That they had to ask him for the things that prove that he is mentally distraught. Now, wait a minute. Now, if you, okay, we talking about common sense still?
Common sense.
Can we talk about common sense? So in the common sense section of what we're talking about here tonight, if you're so distraught and mentally disturbed, talking about common sense, right? Mentally disturbed about that you got to sue for $20 billion. That means you're in a bad mental state that you can't be president. If you are suing people for billions of dollars because they've caused you mental anguish. So billions of dollars, if you sued for $1,000, I say, yeah, they ain't hurt you too bad mentally, but you might win. You're suing for billions of dollars. So the mental anguish that you think that you have that has shot your way, that knocked you off your balance. to the tune of $20 billion, I feel like, no, let's talk about feelings. You know, I'm always talking factual shit. I feel like, forget the facts. I feel like you shouldn't be president if you're that mentally anguished. That means that you ain't thinking about nothing else but the money and the billions of dollars you're going to get if you win the lawsuit, the time and effort that you and your lawyers got to put into to get that, make that happen. So, are we still friends? Have you conceded yet? Do I still keep you? Hey, what do we do? Does politics get in the way of friendship? Does politics get in the way of relationships? Does politics get in the way of family? Where do you stand? I don't know. I don't know where y'all are at still. I'm trying to figure it out. ICE. This man has put ICE. Y'all talk. We're gonna talk about one thing real quick because I want y'all. This shirt that I have on tonight. Y'all see that? I'm looking at myself up on the screen. No one is illegal on stolen land. While all you bigots, while all you fanboys, while all you sack riders are out here talking about that ICE should be able to run around and scoop up people with no rhyme or reason. We're finding out that a lot of ICE agents, while they're hiding their face, they don't have badges, they don't have any credentials, identification. A lot of them are Proud Boys. A lot of them are the original deputies. Back in the days, they used to scoop up their cousins and people of like mind, those fascists, those KKK members, those people that had the same ideology as the criminal in charge to run out and grab people. We're launching missiles at boats because we thought they had DRUGS. We thought they were dealers. We thought they were smugglers. So we launched missiles at speedboats. Everybody don't die. And now we're under criminal allegations. Our president is under criminal allegations along with his staff for launching other missiles and making sure they're dead. Are y'all listening to what I'm saying? So the punishment for stepping on a cricket is death. The punishment for stealing out of Walmart is death. The punishment for selling DRUGS is death. There hasn't been a court case. How you going to launch again and kill somebody because you said that you didn't have the resources to go out there? You had the missiles to launch at them. So why don't you have the resources to go out there and save them and pick them up, and then you can question them and ask them, you know, who's your boss? Where are all the DRUGS coming from? So y'all are telling me that y'all want to pick up people, y'all want to enforce your will or your policies on people. Project 25 stuff. Remember? Project 2025. This is what I talked about a year and a half ago. This is the video you saw.
Straight up, yeah.
We back on that now. The Project 2025 video is all these things that we're talking about now. He promised a lot of stuff on day one, but I told you he wasn't doing none of that on day one. Go back and watch my video. I told you he was going to do as much as he could in the Project 2025. And guess what? He's doing it. I have proof. I have truth.
Didn't he say he knew nothing about Project 2025?
Of course he said that. But that goes into the 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 lies that have been fact checked. So this is what my argument is about, is that how can you defend or argue for a man, a movement, a project, a presidency under the circumstances of lies, deceit, crime, and profit, my brother? Have I lost you yet as a friend? lies, deceit. No, if you are any type of person of character, morals, or tact, you should be looking me in my face right now saying, damn, Kurt, you're right. You are right. I'm wrong. And this isn't about me being right. It's just, I told you so. I'm the one who said it. Man, come on, man. Argue all that bull crap if you want. You want some more? I got a little bit more. No one is illegal on stolen land. Y'all want to enforce some laws? Do y'all want to enforce some immigration? Let's talk about the immigration of the Somalis. Let's talk about the immigration of the Africans. Let's talk about the immigration of the Mexicans. Let's talk about the different hues, races, colors, creeds of people that have been coming here of melanated descents. Now, let's get rid of all of them. Let's get rid of them, man. We don't need none of them here. Let's ice raid them. Let's pick them up. They eating the cats. They eating the dogs. Y'all remember that? There was not a dog or a cat eaten.
Yeah.
It was fake news. Now remember, everything that he says about everybody else
is fake news.
Is the shit that he's doing. So when he says someone else is doing something, and he says they are doing it, he needs to take that finger and point it back this way, because it has proven to be factual and truthful that whenever he says something, is probably more than likely the opposite. And I know I just contradicted myself by saying probably more than likely, but it's what's happening in this regime. It's what's happening in this dictatorship, the attempt of a dictatorship. This man wants to have celebrations for himself. Did y'all know that the new coins that are getting ready to come out, truth again, y'all ready? He has said he wants to make sure that Harriet Tubman's not on there. I agree with him on that, because I am a person that will prove and argue with you and tell you that come after him if you want to, because I got the facts. I got the truths. Harriet Tubman did not exist, y'all. Harriet Tubman was a fictional character made up by our government a very, very, very long time ago to give black people hope. There are other slaves and other people of color that did things for us that should have been celebrated, but once a lie goes so far, you gotta let it ride. Harriet Tubman is one of those lies. I'm sorry. I apologize to you, but that is the absolute, that is a fact, and it is the truth of this world. Harriet Tubman did not exist. So I don't want Harriet Tubman she was fabricated by white slave owners and by our government, which are white slave owners at that time. He wanted to take past presidents, which I don't give a damn about them either, but there are very prominent people that could be on our coins. He wants the coin. He has presented a coin to our government and our treasury of him on both sides, which also is not supposed to be done. It's supposed to be something about illegal to have a face on both sides. There has to be a back and a front that are differentiated between. He wants a double-sided face coin with his face on both sides. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. I do a whole bunch of poses and shit, man. Look it up. Check me out. All right, I'm not playing no games with y'all. So you can try to play games with me you want to, and you're going to take a big-ass L. The process of immigration can be streamlined. So what's the problem? They don't want it to be streamlined. Immigration requires specific things in order for you to be able to become a citizen or resident of the United States, whether it's a work visa, come on, man, get your shit together, learn this. So why is it so hard? Why does it take umpteen years to become? Because they don't want people here. But yet, did y'all hear about all the South Africans that came over here? We say, well, man, they're Africans. No. Look it up. Hundreds. I think it's hundreds. It may have been thousands. Who was that?
Oh,
I know that ain't Ricky James, because hey, stay out.
Soup, James.
Soup, stay out of my business. I was finna get to that point in just a second. He's such a narcissist that he took away from the parks Juneteenth and some national holidays that were already in place, and he changed them to his birthday. He changed the free entry to his birthday to take away from the prominence of the black holidays that allowed for people to save and give credit and enjoy those holidays. Thank you, sir. But what you also have to understand is how are we looking over here? Okay. What you also have to understand is that the ability to have the unmitigated gall to put yourself in a position to where you want everything to be about you, that narcissistic behavior as a president, you looking at it from a common sense standpoint should tell you never to vote for him or anybody that stands for. You made a mistake. I understand that. It's overstood that you made a mistake. I'm preaching about it right now. I know. I have the knowledge and the wisdom and the game to know that y'all were duped. I didn't vote for him, so y'all were duped. Y'all's president is getting down on y'all. All y'all farmers that are ripping and running and crying. But guess what?
Man.
For some reason, why ain't the black farmers crying? Do y'all know why? You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you why the black farmers ain't crying? The black farmers are not crying because ain't shit got taken away from them. The black farmers are still operating on nothing, which is what they were getting at first. Nothing. The black farmers ain't doing no better and no worse than they wasn't getting a damn thing. No way. The people that are crying are the people that your grandmother is crying because she no longer has the health care that she wanted. Oh, we don't like the Obamacare. We don't mind having this stuff Trump got. It's the same damn thing, but guess what? Y'all dumbasses didn't know that. And now you have to understand that he's taking away from that. He's taking away, and it doesn't matter what color you are now. So now people are starting to realize people are going against him, and your girl Marjorie Taylor Greene is against him. God rest his soul. Charlie Kirk was going against him. Candace Owens is going against him. There are people on a daily basis that were MAGA that are dropping out of the MAGA movement because of common sense. They don't want to be friends no more. Y'all follow me? Y'all, are we back on topic? They don't want to be friends no more. They're leaving their loved ones alone because their loved ones are voting against their interests. How are you going to not voting? What is this right here? See, I think I done skipped one, or maybe I did not.
And guess, Michael, guess what? All of these blackface MAGA people, I call them the help, they're mighty quiet.
Well, not only are they mighty quiet, but the black social media disinformation agents that lied to black people and told them don't vote for Kamala Harris, or came out and blatantly supported Donald Trump, convicted on 34 felony counts, the man who incited the insurrection, and on day one started reversing 60 years of civil rights progress. Nicole Hannah-Jones has a op-ed article for, I think it's the New York Times, that talks about how Donald Trump upended 60 years of civil rights progress in 2 months. So yeah, this is using the blackface to once again attack African Americans, and this also deals with environmental racism, Roland. So all of this once again is laid out in Project 2025, because when you don't have to read all 922 pages, you don't have to do that.
So let me tell y'all something. You cannot deny what is right in your face. Okay? You can't deny it. The people that have been put in place are subpar, and they're dropping off. There has never been a presidency in history where more people that were hired directly by the president himself have been fired by him because he didn't like what they were talking about. They were going against him, have left the president, have went totally against him and said, I can't deal with this anymore. It's never happened. It shows itself on a daily basis. And guess what? You still deny it. You still vote. You still ride with him. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here is the potluck. This is my kinfolk spot. He has some of the best wings that you probably will ever set your taste buds on.
Yes, sir, boy. You on them, boy.
He does fried wings. He does some wet wings. There's a couple of my favorite. He has a wing. I'm going to admit this. So I love the hot girl, and I love the Trump wing. One of the people that I have been talking about tonight is him, but he named one of his wings the Trump wing. He said, Kipple, I need you to try the Trump wing. I said, I'm not trying that bull crap. But the Trump wing is one of my two favorite wings. And I said, why do you change the name? Because I love this wing because the flavor. Because the flavor is great. But I don't like the name. But he knows. He's probably laughing. I think he's watching, so he's laughing about it right now. Ronald and the Potluck will be donating 2 of the Christmas presents for the show on Tuesday.
Hey, them some bad wings, man.
Okay, just so y'all know. Want to make sure y'all understood that. Also, this is the Smoking Shack. This is my kinfolk.
SOE.
This is my boy Elton. They have barbecue. They have wings. He has a variety.
Hey, what's that big sandwich called?
The big sandwich is actually a Christmas present also.
What?
On Tuesday, it's called the Shack Attack. It has like 4 meats on it or something like that.
Yes,
all right, so that's
yes,
one of the bad boys there. He will be donating a Shack Attack and a 12-piece wings also. So these are a couple of the Christmas presents that will be donated on the show Tuesday, which is our Christmas show. Be sure to tune in on the Christmas show. You will have to come on to our YouTube page live, and live on the YouTube page, there will be a link for you to comment. There will be also, you'll be able to comment in the live section, in the comments, and we will be picking people from the comments to give Christmas presents to. So you have to comment, or you have to become a live member on the show. We don't know what, we haven't even decided on the title yet, so we're going to have some fun with it this week and just have a good time on Tuesday's show. It's going to be on Tuesday. We're having only one show next week, not a Wednesday and Thursday show. The Point of View and Off the Muscle will be a collab next week because of Christmas. Let's get this over with.
The dope joke.
All right, check this out. So there's a cat. He's driving extremely fast in his little van, and he's crossing Texas state lines left and right. A trooper gets behind him and pulls him over. He looks in there. He's like, "Man, you dressed kind of funny, man. What's going on with you?" He said, "Well, look, man. Let me tell you what's going on. I have an event that I have to be at on time. I'm a clown and I'm a juggler. And my crew is gone ahead. You know, I'm part of a circus. You may know me. You know, my name is Blimpy." He said, "Well, man, I don't know you, but you're speeding." He said, "You say you're a clown and a juggler?" He said, "Yeah, I'm a clown and I'm a juggler." He said, "Really?" He said, "I've always wanted to juggle." The clown looked at him. He said, "Really?" He said, "You do?" He said, "Well, I'll tell you what." State trooper looks at him. He said, I'm gonna do something I've never done before." He said, "I'm going to let you go if you teach me how to juggle." He said, "Teach you?" He said, "Show me. Show me real quick. Do some juggling for me." He said, "Well, man, all my bowling pins and stuff is with my crew." He said, "I got some road flares in the back of my car. If I grab some road flares and you juggle them for me, put on a quick show for me," he said, "I'll let you go." Clown, juggler looked at him. He said, "You got yourself a deal." So he jumps out the car, and the state trooper said, he liked them shits up. The clown looked at him. He said, "Oh, okay." So he gets in front of the car, in front of the cop car, and he started juggling. He flipping them shits, you know, he throwing them behind his back, you know, man, he doing all that good stuff. Out of nowhere, a pickup truck pulls up behind the cop car and stops. So the cop kind of looks, and the guy, he keep juggling. And the guy closes his truck up and locks the doors. And he goes and he puts his keys on top of the cop car and he gets in the back of the car. So the cop and the juggler, they standing in front of the cop car and they're looking back like, who the hell is this? He told him, he said, hold on, keep juggling. I'll be with you in just a second. He goes over to the back seat of his patrol car and he says, what the hell are you doing? And the dude says, well, shit, man, I'm drunk as fuck. And if that's the test I got to pass, when I get pulled over, he said, I might as well just go ahead and get in the car and let you take me down. Oh, man. You see that boy shoving juggle on the side of the road? He thought he thought that was a test, Bob. He said, usually have you touch your nose. He said, nah, man, if that's the test I got to pass, bro. No, he pulled over and just got in the cop car.
He say, I'm cooked.
God, no, yeah, he say, I'm cooked, man.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
Do you cut your family off for political views, people? I said yes.
Damn, Kurt.
Here's the thing. Everybody, no, you don't necessarily, okay? Continue to educate. It's hard sometimes. If you have to leave them alone in long, drawn-out conversations that are arguments, yeah, man, cut those arguments off. Continue to teach people, educate people, because Trump and his people are educating you on a daily basis. And if you don't see it, then guess what? I don't think you made too many good grades in school. Common sense was not given to everybody, okay? Common sense is something that we utilize. It's an aura. It's built into you. It's something that you have to use on a daily basis to survive the dumb shit. Sometimes you have to. It saves your life. It's the reason why we don't go out into the jungle and mess with them lions. But you know, the people that be getting ate up and get ate up by crocodiles and shit and sharks and stuff, they take their ass out there. Y'all the ones that's following Trump.
Man.
Hey, ain't that coincidental? Ain't that coincidental? The ones that be getting ate up by shit is the ones that's getting ate up right now.
All right? The ones that want to pit the line.
The one that, hey man, hold on, listen. This is, oh my God, I'm a genius. Knowledge, wisdom, and game. Okay? Y'all that's getting ate up by them animals, y'all that's falling for the okie doke out there in the woods, y'all the ones that's walking up petting polar bears and getting all the ass knocked off of you, y'all the same ones that's following and falling for the okie doke. Okay? I'm here for you if you need me. All right? I'm your boy Music. This is Off the Muscle, where we give you knowledge, wisdom, and game. We are Old Unk Entertainment. OLEUNC Entertainment. Tomorrow, tune in to our show, 7 o'clock. What's the title for tomorrow, Mont? The point of view.
On the point of view tomorrow, okay, we will be discussing infidelity and
the gender.
Infidelity and gender. Myth or reality?
Already.
Okay. Join us. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time with it. It'll be myself, Wannabe, and our sis Ronnie, Miss Ronnie. She was on there last week. She's going to come back sit in with us again. We're going to have a good time, have a really good discussion.
So I'm going to try to call in, but I know how y'all three have been getting down. And y'all tune into the show. It's going to be a good one for sure. I'm going to try to, I'll try to hit up the inbox and click on the link. Like I told y'all, go to YouTube. Try to make it a habit. Please like and subscribe and share. A lot of y'all, my family and friends, have told me that they watch the show religiously. I didn't know that as many people have been watching the show. Go to our YouTube page specifically if you have not. I don't know why I'm on that so much. Lamont and I had to talk about how we have an amazing amount of viewers on our Facebook page and on our Instagram. I want y'all to go to YouTube, like, share, and subscribe however you can. Old Onk Entertainment. Specifically, if you can separately, you also make sure you do the point of view and do Off the Muscle. I'm your boy. We'll see y'all next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. All right, 7 p.m. next week.